Hello everyone, this is part 2. Will the Trojans impact the Earth? And there's so much going on, so before we get started with this update, and that's exactly what it is, I received some more information and I want to share it with you on this video. There's so much happening right now with the earthquakes throughout the world and pre-crust displacement, and I'm going to take you here for just a brief moment before we get started with this video that's going to release update information that I received a few days ago. Now, I told everyone if something happens with an earthquake over a magnitude 7, I will stop what I'm doing and focus on that and give the information. And I told everyone in the last update that Alaska will increase because it had backed off. And this is the area where I'm going to tell you the truth, it was an 8.5. Some people state that it was a 9.5, and I'm leaning towards that one. And tsunami warnings did go out, and I will cover that in the next video. And it will be updated tonight or Friday, dealing with the earthquakes that is taking place throughout the world. Also, what is taking place with the New Madrid fault line. And as you can see, we have had more indications, and there's going to be more. Now, I received some information about this area from Chicago south to Tennessee, dealing with the New Madrid fault line. And that information will be released in the next video dealing with the earthquakes. So I have not been on this program because I've been extremely busy, and I was going to take a few days off. And I did take a few days off, and now I'm back. Okay? So there's a number of events that are taking place dealing with focalism. And would you believe we have currently 54 volcanoes going off right now in a 24-hour period. And I want to show you something. I told everyone in the last update I'm going to keep my eye on the Atlantic plate, the northern plate of the Atlantic Ocean in the northern hemisphere. And this is what I saw today, dealing with Iceland. You see that crack right there? That is a very significant crack. And it is a major fault line. And it's going to produce a tsunami if a 9.5 takes place in that region. And it will hit the UK, Scotland, and Ireland. And the other thing I've noticed is we're starting to get more indications in this area of the Mediterranean Sea. And you remember the video, maybe you don't, maybe you didn't watch it, maybe you're new here. But that was one of the concerns of the Defense Department. So the volcano took place right there. It erupted yesterday. And I'm going to show you the footage and the update dealing with the earthquakes. Right after this one, I will be working on it for you. Okay? So a lot is going on, and I told everyone that it looks like what's taking place around Fuji as well as New Zealand was slacking off, but don't kid yourself, it's increasing. And we are going to see more activities in South America, Central America, and I'm watching it very closely. I'm going to have to watch the areas of the earthquake on this program every day now. Okay. And what is taking place is the magnetosphere is weakening, and it's causing the jet stream to be very unpredictable, should I say. And you know, if you look at the birth pains, right before the birth pains, what happens to a woman? This is a metaphor I'm giving you. Her water breaks, right? What do you think this is? Okay, this is in Belgium. The water breaks before the birth pains, right? That's right. So we're starting to see that now, aren't we? Aren't we seeing the water breaking? And I like to read your comments, because I told everyone 2 weeks ago Belgium is going to be flooded, and it did. Now this is from Italy. Look at the hailstorm that hit Italy, ladies and gentlemen. This is very unusual. These was not small, okay? They caused a lot of damage, as you can see here. And people were shocked. This is also taking place in Pakistan, isn't it? They saved that child's life. And this is occurring every day. 5 to 35,000 people are dying throughout the world dealing with these, should I say, flooding related to the birth pains. And this is the footage that I will have out right after this one. Look at the plate, how it made the adjustment approximately 10 feet. And look at this video footage. This is not a 6. Now watch what happens. Yeah. And this is where it occurred. And they received tsunami warnings. But a tsunami did not take place, from what I understand. And this is from India. I have never seen anything like this. This is from what is called vocalism. It's pushing upward now. And the bubbles are not oxygen. That is methane gas. And I will cover that in the next video. Look at this. This is not normal. Now we're about to see 37 degrees with the magnetic north. And we are going to witness the real birth pains, ladies and gentlemen. So now there's your door number 5. This is door number 1 dealing with the Trojans, isn't it? And I told everyone about door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, and now door number 4. And 37 degrees will happen sometime in August. So let's check this predicted programming and listen to what they're talking about, a comet, shall we?
Is this Clark, this interstellar comet? Right? I mean, yeah, big news.
I don't see Clark.
Maybe he's still sleeping.
Dad.
Some of Clark's larger fragments are now expected to enter our atmosphere.
That's right, and now those are just...
What are they saying?
More of the same.
I bet it's gonna make a heck of a show.
Whoa. Where are they going?
I don't know. When the first chunk is about to hit.
Hit?
Only part of it. It's going in the ocean.
2,
Would you look at that?
1.
Wait, where's the explosion?
We now are getting word that the fragment has hit Central Florida.
Oh my God.
Wait, are some more pieces gonna hit?
Come on, let's go.
But the sky's on fire.
2 days. They got it all wrong. There's a ton of fragments. Planet killers.
space agencies are predicting an extinction level event.
We're gonna be together, all right, kiddo? We're just trying to get to safety.
They've been tracking the military flights to bunkers in Greenland.
It's our only chance.
Perimeter breach. Perimeter breach. Runway 33.
Allison! Nathan! Allison!
Where's Dad?
We'll find him. It's okay. Clark's largest fragment will hit in less than 24 hours.
I swear, I'm gonna get my family into that bunker. I know you will, son.
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately.
What is it? What's going on?
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately. Seek shelter immediately.
Hang on, Nathan!
Seek shelter immediately. Seek shelter immediately.
Take shelter immediately. Did you hear that? And it was talking about a comet that broke up and was heading to Earth. And this comet right here, 2015, BZ509, look how many times it went into the Trojans. Okay, there's 1, 2, here comes 3, right through the edge of it, and 4, right through the bottom of it. Comes back up, 5, right through the middle. Okay? 6, right through the middle again. And then they changed the classification number into a rock. They never do that, but they did. So, if you look at this diagram, and then this one, I'm going to explain. We have a number of these rocks that are heading to Earth, whether you like it or not. They're going to impact the ocean. They're going to impact the land. And it's very highly possible, because scientists told me, if the rock comes in at the right angle and hits the crust will go into Clark's displacement. And here's from 2012. Now, we know what's supposed to come in 2029. And people are talking about this one. And I'm not going to be here, because I'm going home. And I'll have my ticket. Now, a rock that size, if it impacts the Earth, it's over. Okay? It's over. We are done. I'm not going to be here. And neither are you if you have your ticket. So why worry about it? So now we're going to look at an article about China and what is about to take place. So let's check it out. So I would like to take you here, and it talks about China wants to launch rockets to save the Earth. And this article, you have to be able to read between the lines on this particular article, and I'm going to explain. So if you move forward into this article, it talks about how the Chinese scientists are planning to fire more than 20 rockets into space to divert an asteroid impact that has a small chance. Okay, read between the lines, a small chance one day ending life on Earth. Now, I want to explain something. The United States Air Force, they do not fire multiple rockets to test, and neither does China. China is sending out more than 20 rockets, and you know why? Because there's more of these debris fields that are coming. And I will have this link in the description box, and you can click on and read it. But read between the lines, okay? China does not mess around, and they are not going to waste their rockets on a test. Now, this is very important to understand because they're not playing around. This is serious. And right here it states the Chinese scientists' plan would sidestep the need to stop Asteroid by a direct, okay, by more direct. So they have to move it out of the way, and I'm going to show you here where NASA and the European Space Agency, okay, will be the first to test a asteroid nudging method. Okay, read that. Launch November 24th of this year, 2021. And don't forget the DART mission, okay? That's a double asteroid redirection system that will send a spacecraft to arrive a year later, 7 million miles away from planet Earth. So be cautious and learn to read between the lines that these type of programs, okay, for example right here, to arrive later at 7 million miles. Okay, arrive. Let me explain something. The DART mission already took place last year. Okay, so you can believe whatever you want to believe. They're trying to give us a soft disclosure, actually, and it talks about the different types. It's the type B-type asteroid, and it's not a complicated subject, okay? And then here, NASA already sent a spacecraft, okay? So all of these things that are happening with these programs, here's one right here, okay? 2020, floating above long enough to take, you know, if you read it, it's really a soft disclosure, and if for the average person, they're not going to really understand what they're trying to present, okay? And if you look at this part right here, okay, Mark 5 rocket fell to Earth after burning up or landing in the sea near the Valencia, Saudi Arabia, May the 20th. May 2020, and fragments fell previously right here off the Ivory Coast. Now they're going to try to say that the Trojans that came in Oregon and Washington was from the Falcon rocket, and let me explain. That happened almost 3 years ago. So now we have debris coming in, right? It's always we have debris coming in from these little bitty tiny rockets. And that's disinformation, okay? That is not correct, and they're going to cover it up with never a straight answer. So I'm going to give you some more information, okay? And I want you to listen to me, and you're not going to have to read between the lines. I found out this week that the United States has joined forces with India. That's right, India. and they are going to attach a device to the side of this quarter-of-a-mile Trojans that may impact the Pacific Ocean if they don't move it. Now, I was told they was going to use a direct energy weapon, a super duper. Okay, well, everything is changing quickly, and I told everyone, when you get information from intelligence, it can change overnight, in a few days, and guess what? It has. Also, a lot of people are not aware that they have a space alliance with the United States that is in conjunction with China, Russia, and India. Those are the 4 major countries, governments. And this alliance has been going on for about 8 years now, possibly longer. At first it was kept secret because they don't want it to interfere with propaganda of dealing with World War III. Don't kid yourself, okay? No. The major governments knows what is about to take place, and they know about the planetary system and the magnetic reversal and what it's going to do when we go through cross displacement. And now I've received information this past week that they're about to do a soft disclosure of the magnetic north crust displacement at 40 degrees, and no one's going to pay attention because they already did a little bitty tiny soft disclosure 2 years ago, and then they stated, you know, you're just going to have to buy a new smartphone and the GPS is going to be messed up, and go back to work and pay your taxes so we can build more underground facilities. Now they're going to do it again. And from what I understand, they are going to release the information that every continent and government upon this earth will be affected about 2023 or 2024. There goes his numbers again. And I told everyone about 2023, 2024, and the planetary system, and the magnetic reversal process, and the 26,000 year cycle. And don't forget, Revelation 12, September 23rd, 2017, ending September 23rd, 2024. Right? Didn't I? Interesting, isn't it? So let's continue, shall we? Thank you. So this is from Telegram, Earth Changers channel over there. And some of these videos I cannot talk about, but I can talk about this one. This food is not on the shelves in the UK. This is from London. What does that say? I told everyone over a year ago. This is the article, okay, that I had at the front of this video. About middle ways. And this is a video dealing with the volcano in Indonesia. And this is what occurred in Pakistan with the flooding. And this deals with the human resonance. So I definitely can't talk about that one. Okay? Not here. And if you're in British Columbia, I suggest you go there. So what is taking place? It's a lot, okay? This is going on in Sydney, Australia. And what is that word right there? Okay? What is that word? And these are some more videos that I can't talk about. He can on the boob tube, but my channel cannot. Okay, And I released this about cashing in your chips, didn't I? Didn't I? What does that say? What does this say? And right after I did the video about cashing in your chips, Wells Fargo is not extending credit anymore. And here's some images from what happened in Alaska. Look at this. Look at this. And here's some seismograph charts. So, what is going on? I basically can't tell you on certain subjects. He can, and he did. But my channel's being watched. And so are you. I'm sure all of you are familiar with this document. And this document covers this right here. Okay? August the 11th. 11 agencies. And it's going to take place 2:30 Eastern Time on Wednesday. So let me tell you what people were telling me, and it did not come from a reliable source, but I received it because I'm clairvoyant 2 days before these people contact me. So they are stating, and I had a feeling that this is not going to be a look, okay? Wireless emergency alert. It's a practice. It is a test. Right there. Emergency broadcast system. Test about the performance. Okay? Wireless emergency alert test. The information that people given me, and I have a wonderful brother that's doing some research to get some confirmation that it's not going to be a test, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be real. Now we have door number 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 deals with 37 degrees with the magnetic north. That's going to occur more than likely about the last week of August. And that's when the earthquakes and the volcanoes are going to go off simultaneously throughout the world. So I want to give you something to think about. In this video, I do apologize because it's extremely late, and I thought it was very important to get this information out as soon as possible. Now, I was involved in the stock market for a number of years. I also studied the economy and financial reset. They cannot have a financial reset without a major event. So I'm going to do a part 2 of this one Saturday, because I want to take my time and give you some time to digest this video, part 2, will the Trojans impact the Earth in 2021? And then I will do this one after the earthquake video. And I'm going to explain in detail, and not one time did I ever state to sell your house and become a refugee. Not one time. It's amazing how people jump to conclusions and are so willing to attack me. So I'm going to clear the mess up. And it's not really all of my mess. It's for people that come through this channel like little bitty tiny children, and we call them trolls, don't we? Well, I'm going to clean it up, and I'm going to go into detail, and I'm going to use the same footage in this video, and I'm going to explain it in detail so you're not confused about how to cash in your chips, your 401k, and I'm not going to go into detail right now because I want to finish this video and get on top of the volcano and earthquakes. Okay? The reason I want to clear this up is for a number of reasons, because a lot of people are getting very concerned. And right after I made this statement, well, you know, it came out about food shortages now increasing to 18%. And you don't want to go down this spiral. I'm going to try to help you understand so you don't go down through this spiral. And it's not about worrying, and it's not about fear. It's about how to prepare so you don't end up down this spiral. Okay, I'm here to help everyone. I'm not here to block everyone, but I will not hesitate to block certain individuals that come through here and try to spread their virus, because I have a vaccine that will fix that one, and it's called hide this person from your channel. So now we're going to end this video, and this is what I want to talk about. Things are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Events are coming that you have absolutely no control over, and neither do I. And people make a statement, including I, that said all of these events that are taking place and those that are coming is in the hands of the Heavenly Father. But also it's in your hands, and it's about free will. It's not about let's make a deal. It's about free will. Okay? The other thing is, you know, people say the end of days. Well, I like to share something with you. Okay, this is the beginning of days, and I don't know how you see it. A lot of people don't want to hear about end of days, the last days. This is the beginning of birth pains. The water is about to break, and we are going to see the real birth pains, and it's going to really escalate at 37 degrees, approximately 30 days after we get to 37 degrees. And that's what happened last year at 36 degrees, didn't it? 1,000% increase in earthquakes. Well, I don't know what's going to happen. Neither do you, and neither does the government, because they don't have enough data in the quantum computer. And we just discovered the light bulb a few days ago. So we are here. I'm here. You are here. Your children and grandchildren and your grandparents are here too. So what's my point? Buckle up your seat belts. It's going to be very, very interesting if, there's that word again, if you are prepared spiritually. I am. I'm not concerned about tomorrow, and neither should you. We should live our days for the moment, like today. And we're not supposed to worry or think about the past, because that brings depression. And if you think about tomorrow, that's going to bring anxiety. And it's also going to lead you into worrying and fear and losing your control over your reality. And you don't want to do that right now, do you? And this is the beginning. I even have a sign for the rocks. Hit here. Yes, I do. I got it. Because I don't want it to hit over yonder and maybe delete hundreds of thousands of people. And I never stated that these rocks are going to impact the Earth. I said, will the Trojans hit the Earth in 2021? Okay. Will. That's a question mark word, and so is maybe. And I didn't use maybe. Maybe I did. I don't remember because I've been up very late for the past few days for you. Not for me. For you. I knew these things was coming. These events was coming 8 years ago. And I'm prepared. And maybe you are. You know what I truly believe? You should prepare spiritually. And if you want to prepare with some food, Campbell's soup. I don't even eat Campbell's soup, ladies and gentlemen. But if you want to store up some Campbell's soup, you go right ahead. I'm not concerned about tomorrow. I know they're looking for these rocks. They can only see 30%. You heard me state it before. Well, what about the 70%? If you think it's not going to happen, then it's not going to happen, is it? I believe it's going to happen, and it is going to happen, isn't it? Question mark. Right? Did you hear me? They're going to hit the Earth, whether you like it or not. And the other thing I want to share with you, because this is the beginning, not the last days. These prophecies that was written thousands of years ago has to be completed. It's part of the process. You know why? Because this is the beginning. And we're about to go home. And I want to go home. And I'm sure you want to go home too. And I have my ticket. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. And that's okay, because it's free will, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just giving you the evidence as a professional, independent alternative researcher in the top 50 on this little bitty blue rock. And you're not. Okay? You can take all of this information and leave it on the table. Or you can put it in your back pocket and take it with you and try to help people understand. Share the video. Share this one. But make sure they go to part 1 first. Okay? Okay? And the other thing, this is my channel. And I also have a video production company that's called Avatar Production. That's right. A lot of you don't know that. And I'm going to do the videos and the music and take my time. And if you don't like it, don't come back here. Okay? Unsubscribe. Very simple. If you don't resonate with me or the wonderful family here, just simply unsubscribe. And you can give the videos a thumb down like the little bitty tiny children that I have blocked, and it's over 200 right now. And I keep a count on it every day. And I'm watching this comment section every day. And if you fly by here, you can land here. But if you're sarcastic and disrespectful, you won't last long, maybe 24 hours, and I'm going to catch you. So here's the ending. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a time to prepare spiritually. Okay? There's no doubt. The evidence is before us all. And the signs are here. Here's your sign. I have mine. Hit here, Mr. Trojan. And bring Mrs. Trojan with you. Because I don't, should I say, I'm not concerned about tomorrow, and neither should you. Thank you for being yourselves, and God bless everyone. Be safe.